Hi ladies, welcome to this channel or welcome back. I'm Carla, the founder of the Feminine Energy. So today on this video, I want to talk about what's happening online with the masculine and feminine polarity and dating and masculine and feminine energy. And I feel there's been some trends, going on, which can be so toxic and can create so much separation between men and women. And I believe that's not why we are here in this world, is to create separation. And also it's not the reason why we have awakenings. We want to call it a spiritual awakening or feminine awakening, but that's not the reason why we have awakenings. We have awakenings and we do our inner work and we level up to live our best life, from love, from a healthy energy. And I see a lot of trends that are not healthy, and they are so extreme, so radical, so both for both men and women. So it's like one side you have men who have that called red pill, something like that, or the soft guy era. There's so many going on, and they are so based on fear and even hate. And on the other hand, we also have the equivalent of red pill for women, saying that women should only get men to get the bag, or get money from them or get benefits, and etc., which is the same thing. It's the other side of the same coin, right? And it's also fear-based. It's also based on, it's toxic, and it's also based on lack and scarcity and wounds and etc. And I feel like all of these trends, all of this creates separation, and it just creates a loop. It just gets people, men and women, into a loop of negativity and hate. And then they have all these discussions. I see so many discussions on TikTok videos and Instagram, etc., of men and women arguing, and I say, oh my goodness. And I said, this is not healthy feminine, this is not healthy masculine, right? This is just some toxic things that are going on, because what this is what is the audience of this, what type of man, what type of woman. It's the same. It's men and women who are in their wounded selves. Yeah, maybe they have been used in the past, they gave too much of themselves to people who use them or abuse them. They attracted maybe predators or narcissists, or etc. They have been giving their hearts to the wrong people, and they were taken advantage of, and etc. And there comes a day when they wake up. They wake up and realize what's been happening and why this has been happening. And the reason why we wake up and we have that awakening, it's for us to do our inner work and choose better, right? It's not to navigate or to plunge and navigate into this hate, right? Because that's what these trends, they are based on. It's based on hate. It's on men hating women and then start using women the same way they were used by women, or women starting to use men the same way they were used before by men. So this is basically creating more negativity on top of negativity, instead of using this new awakening, this new information that you didn't have before, for your own benefit. Because at the end of the day, if you create negativity, if you enter into all this hate, all this bashing, all this using and psychological tricks and etc., you are going to be the one who's going to suffer. Believe me, you are going to be the one who's going to suffer, because it's your life and you are creating negativity into your life. That's not the purpose of awakening. The purpose of awakening is to use all this information that you didn't have before for your own benefit, to create positivity, to create a beautiful life, to attract other types of men, and men to attract other types of women, right? It's not now all men have to pay for the men who used me in the past, or all women now have to pay for the women that abused me in the past. No, that's not the right way to go. If you want to have a healthy life or a healthy relationship, right? The way to go is make peace with yourself, right? It's not to forgive the people who used you in the past if you don't want to, but it's to forgive yourself, right? It's to forgive yourself for you because you didn't know better in the past, but now you do. So forgive yourself and move on, and now you can choose better, because one of the premises, one of the things this trend says that men say there's no good women, or good women say there's no good men, all men cheat, all men this, all men. And I mean, if you are a woman who are in that anger, what angry of what men used you in the past, yeah, you're gonna feel like, yeah, I'm a victim. All men are bad. All men cheat. Etc. And you're gonna be in that energy, which creates more negativity, which creates more situations, and you're gonna manifest people who are gonna, show you that your belief is true. So you create more negativity, right? That's not the point of awakening. The point of awakening is realize I attracted this type of man in my past because I was in that energy. Maybe I was a people pleaser. Maybe I was codependent. Maybe I didn't have self-esteem. Maybe I didn't have self-value. Maybe I let men use me. Maybe I was too accommodating. Maybe I didn't see the signs. Maybe I ignored the red flags. Maybe I wanted to be loved desperately. I was seeking love desperately, so I accepted breadcrumbs. It's taking accountability. It's not blaming ourselves. It's taking accountability, taking responsibility, realizing the energy that we are in. And that's why we attracted and accepted the type of people with it. That's not because there are not good people in the world. Do you see the difference? Just because I had this experience in my past, and I accepted those type of men that use me, treat me badly, doesn't mean they're not good men in the world. It just means I was not in the frequency of attracting good men into my existence, into my reality, because I was entertaining at that type of man. I wasn't in that energy. And the same for men, right? Maybe they were not attracting good women because they were in a frequency, in an energy of being attention, entertaining other types of women. So, right, so I think all these trends, they're so toxic, they basically make you stay in victim mode. Instead, they're not empowering at all. They're not empowering. They make you stay in victim mode. They make you take no accountability, and they make you take the easy way out, which is blame others. Blame others. Yeah, there's no good men. Now I'm going to use them to get money, because if they cheat, at least I have money, right? I mean, how toxic is this? I'm sorry. I cannot. Right? And it's the same with men. Just use women. Use women for whatever they want to use, because there are no good women in the world. I mean, and you take no accountability. You're just going to use men are going to use women, men that follow these trends, that believe in this BS. They're going to use women are going to use men, and this creates separation. It doesn't create anything healthy. It doesn't create any happy or healthy relationships. It creates separation, and you're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable for the rest of your life, or at least while you believe in these trends, while you believe in this toxicity, you're going to believe in this. So because the purpose to me of a feminine awakening, of a spiritual awakening, if you want to call it, is to live our best lives from love, from abundance, from prosperity, right? And all levels. That's what it is. So in order to do that, you have to become healthy. So if you want to have a healthy relationship, if you want to believe that there are good men in the world, you have to become a good woman. Actually, it's not about becoming a good woman. It's about acknowledging that you are one. Because a lot of these men, they deep down, they don't feel like they are good men. And that's the thing. And a lot of women, they don't feel like they are good women, right? That's the thing. That's what all there is. So it's easier for me to point the finger at the other. I say you're not a good man, instead of realizing I'm not being a good woman, right? And because you already are a good woman, but you're not forgiving yourself, you're not allowing yourself to believe that and to feel that, right? Because that's the hardest, that's the path less traveled, right? There's no little less people want to travel, want to go. It's doing your inner work. It's do your inner work. Own your shit. Pardon my French. But own your shit. Take accountability. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all make mistakes. That's how we learn. That's how we learn. That's how we evolve. But it's not good if you acknowledge your choices, your past choices, and then you keep staying in this victim blaming, in this loop, etc. Right? There's no good that can come from that. And yes, you can have a healthy relationship if you believe you are a good woman and if you believe there are good men. So you can attract a good man, because that's the point what I wanted to make. It's we attract what we are. So if I want to attract a good man, I have to believe that I'm a good woman. And a man is the same. If he wants to attract a good woman, he wants to believe he is a good man. Because if you don't believe there are good men in the world, guess what? You're not gonna attract any. Or even if a good man passes in front of you, you're not gonna acknowledge him. You're not gonna see him. You're not gonna recognize him, right? Because you're not in that frequency. You are blaming all men. You are instead blaming the man, wanting to get the back. Blah 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 blah. You're not going to acknowledge them, right? So it's not even about the quantity. There's not many good men in the world. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about how many men do you want, really? You just want one partner, right? So one partner who is has high values, who is family oriented, who adores you, who treats you right, etc. So you can also treat him right, and you can also love him and treat him right. So you want one, you don't want 10 or 20 or 50. So it's not about the amount of good men there is in the world. It's about you believing there are good men, and so you acknowledging that you are a good woman and you can have it all, right? You don't have to get the back and trick men to get the back and be wealthy and have money. You can have the man who adores you and money. You can have both. You can have it all, when you come from love. And that's the point of my channel. My channel, it's not, I'm always saying this in many videos. My point of my channel, I'm sorry if you come here to get tricks and tactics and strategies, to get the back, to get men to use feminine energy to get this or get that. This is not the right channel. This is not the right channel, Go knock on the next door, because this is not the right channel. This is a channel for women who want to do their work, who want to do their inner work and want, to feel deep down, because we had experience that they are a good woman. They want to feel deep down they are a good woman, because a lot of women had experiences when you were a child, they were teenagers, where they had parents or institutions or other people telling them they're not good people, they're not good women, they're not good girls. So they learned that they're not good girls, they're not good women, and they was raised like that, not feeling they're not good enough, they're not good people. That's why they accepted men or maybe are not good men either. So it's done. This channel, it's to women who know they are good women. They are good women. They want to live their best life. They want to have self-love. They want to do their work. They want to do their inner work, right? Because there are men also doing their inner work. Believe me or not, there is. I have a good friend of mine, which he is a masculine energy coach, and he coaches men in this process of awakening, of becoming better men, right? Or for themselves and for a relationship. So I know there are good men in the world, because I see the work. And if you want me to tell you, more about this coach, let me know in the comments. I can tell you. And so I see his work. I see the men he works with. So I know there are good men. There are men doing the work as well. But those men that are doing the work and these women are doing the work are not listening to that BS. Are not listening to that shit. Sorry. I don't like to say these things, say these words, but it is what it is, right? They're not paying attention to this dysfunction, to this toxicity. No, they are focused on themselves. They are focused on their inner work. They focus on listening to themselves and listening to positive things. The things are going to help them evolve. They're really going to help them grow and help them to manifest much better than they had in the past. Because yes, there are good men, and yes, there are good women, and I feel like they should meet each other. Let go of all the trauma bonding, then they can find each other and have a happy and healthy relationship, right? And even before they find each other, they can have a very positive and happy life, right? Because all the toxicity with the red pills and get tricks and strategies to get the bag from a man, my God, no. No, I think it's about time, this all stops, because it's like it's just too much, and it's really not. It doesn't come from love. It doesn't come from self-love. It doesn't come from love, and I believe that and it just closes your heart, right? And that's the purpose of an awakening. The purpose of an awakening is to open your heart. It's to live with the heart open, but with boundaries and standards. And then one of the reasons maybe you had men in the past who took advantage of you, it was not because you were a bad woman or a bad person. It was just because you didn't have boundaries. You accepted everything, right? So it's just a question of doing this work and start to have boundaries and start to have standards. It's as simple as this. You don't have to go, this toxic path, of now I don't want anything from men but money. Done. I don't want anything from men but benefits. I'm sorry if you want to live that way and saying this is not the right channel, but yes, it's a choice. It's a choice people make. But in this channel, we do the work, right? This is about to do the work, because I believe, and I'm proof of that you can live your best life when you do the work. And I'm here to help other women and guide and inspire and etc. who want to do the same, right? So I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments, and I wish you a good day.